Hello everyone, I'm cooking a really fun recipe today. It's a bit of a recipe swap because I've collaborated with Kaboodle Kitchen, and it's all about encouraging people to get into their kitchen. You know, we're all stuck in our houses at the moment, and cook some of your favorite recipes, or maybe swap a recipe from one of your friends, and make sure you take a nice picture of it and post it online, tagging In the Kitchen with Kaboodle. So I'm going to be making for you a veggie burger, but with the lot. It's going to be delicious, it's going to be healthy, but it's also going to hit the spot really nicely. First things first, we always need fries with our burger, but I'm going to make sweet potato fries because, I don't know, I'm just really loving them at the moment. And a really simple way, cut them into these little fingers, and I actually just give them a really good scrub and leave on the skin because it's just about making things simple, but it's also, it adds a lot of flavor as well. Really simple. Onto a tray, and I've got some oil, a pinch of salt as well, and I really love just putting a little bit of cumin on my sweet potato fries. So sprinkle that on, and I'm going to give this a really nice stir and pop that one straight into the oven so it's ready when our burger's ready. And in they go, 180 degrees. Now onto my veggie patty. I have roasted off here some pumpkin, I've boiled some potatoes and peeled off the skin as well, and go into your bowl with those. I'm going to crush all of this up nicely into a patty. I also like to add chickpeas because for me it's all about making sure that we add in those little bits of protein where possible, especially when we're eating vegetarian dishes. I've washed my hands nicely, but I feel like it's kind of the only way to go when making this patty because it needs to be mashed together really nicely. So I've got my cumin, I have some coriander seeds, and I also really like adding in some mustard seeds. It gives it a really beautiful layer of flavor to this patty as well. So oil in a pan, and I'm going to pop in these mustard seeds. You want them to start to splutter, so this takes only about 30 seconds. It's a pretty quick one. So in we go. Oh, a teaspoon. So while that's going, I'm going to start mashing this together. And I also have some garlic paste. And a pinch of salt. As you can see, that's already happening, so they will go straight in now. Okay, now onto the fun part. I'm going to make my little patties and get them sauteing off so we can start putting together our burger. So we want a large patty and straight into that flour. And kind of work it into a flattened out disc-like shape. Kind of like a veggie risol. My burger buns are quite large, so I'm going to flatten this out quite a bit. And in with some oil. That is perfect. It's got a beautiful crust on the outside, nice bit of golden caramelization as well. Paper towel ready, so we can just let it sit aside and rest until we make this one. Okay, now onto the fun part. We're going to start assembling our burger. I've got these really beautiful whole wheat buns here. I'm going to toast them off in the oven a little bit to begin with. And a little trick as well, I'm going to melt this really beautiful Gruyere cheese that I got from the local cheesemonger, and I'm going to pop that on top of my patty and just melt that one down a little bit. put that one straight into the oven and let it toast off. For me, the perfect burger is all about making it nice and saucy. I'm gonna make a really fresh minted yogurt that I'm gonna pop onto the burger, and then I've also got a bit of this chili garlic chutney that I always have in the fridge as well. Got some mint. Gonna add that into the yogurt. And you know, whenever our family is ordering burgers, it's the most difficult thing because one person's adding one thing, one person's removing the other. So the great thing about this is at home you can really make it your own. I've got some jalapenos, some beetroot, fresh coriander, spinach, but honestly, do whatever you want. Now let's start assembling. Now I always like to have a bit of sauce on the top and a bit of sauce on the bottom, so everything is quite moist and not dry. Chili chutney, now this one is a bit spicy, so I'm gonna take it easy. Not too much of that one. Well, there you have it, my Indian spiced veggie burger with those scrumptious sweet potato fries. It's a perfect weekday lunch to mix things up. I hope you all enjoy this recipe and get a chance to try making this one at home. If you do, make sure you tag In the Kitchen with Kaboodle so I can see all your amazing recipes and dishes. Enjoy!